Hey market fans! Welcome back to Will of the Market. Today we're going into the world of space tech and defense, with Redwire, ticker RDW. We'll cover what they do, how they stack up against peers, what's going on with the stock lately, and how investors are thinking. If you like mixing rockets plus Wall Street, this one's for you. Let's lift off. First, who is Redwire? Redwire is a space infrastructure, aerospace, defense tech company. They build mission-critical components and systems for spacecraft, satellites, and autonomous systems. They make things like avionics, star trackers, sun sensors, deployable booms, solar arrays, spacecraft structures, and more. They also design software tools for modeling, simulation, and digital engineering of satellites or constellations. In recent moves, Redwire's subsidiary Edge Autonomy is pushing into uncrewed aerial systems, UAS, drones, like their Stalker UAS. That gives it exposure into defense, drone tech as well as space infrastructure. Also, Redwire recently secured contracts for rollout solar arrays for Axiom space modules, expanding its space hardware footprint. In short, Redwire is trying to be a backbone provider for space plus aerospace, not just a small parts supplier. Now let's compare. Who is Redwire competing with, and where can it win or lose? Peers, competitors, other space, aerospace, satellite component firms, e.g. L3Harris, Maxar, Northrop Grumman, Rocket Lab, etc. drone and defense tech firms, especially those doing uncrewed systems. Companies focusing on satellite manufacturing, space infrastructure, etc. Redwire's strengths, edges. It's a pure-play space infrastructure company, so investors looking for theme exposure sometimes prefer it. The edge, drone side gives diversification toward defense, terrestrial use cases. They have IP and heritage in deployable structures, solar arrays, modular systems. Their contracts with government, NATO, defense agencies help validate technology. For example, their Stalker UAS being added to the Defense Innovation Unit's Blue UAS list means it's cleared for government use. Also, recent news shows they won European NATO UAS contract via Edge. Challenges, risks. High capital and R&D demands. Losses. They are not necessarily profitable yet. Negative margins are common in this sector. Dilution risk. In fact, Redwire announced a large offering of common stock recently, $200 million. Insider, stakeholder pressure. Bain Capital reportedly offered to or is selling approximately 11 million shares, which spooked part of the market. Regulatory, technical risk, execution risk, space, defense is high stakes. Let's talk numbers and headlines. The current stock price for RDW is hovering around $8.99 USD as of latest data. Over the past 1 year, RDW has seen dramatic growth. YTD returns, or multi-month returns, show triple-digit moves. Yahoo Finance lists 1Y return plus 438%. Recently, the stock gapped up. Opened at $9.75 after closing at $9.22, showing strength in pre-market. News catalysts. Edge's Stalker UAS was added to the DIU Blue UAS list, earning authority to operate in DoD, defense realms. Also, Edge secured a contract from an undisclosed European NATO country. On the flip side, the stock dropped approximately 12% after reports surfaced that Bain Capital was offering to sell 11 million shares, approximately 11% discount. Analysts. According to stock analysis, the average rating is buy, and 12-month target is $16.56, implying significant upside from current. So it's volatile, but with big moves and big headline catalysts. What's going on in investor mood and chatter? Many retail investors are excited. Reddit and StockTwits mention that Redwire's drone, defense moves give it dual exposure, space plus aerial, and that recent news is validating the tech. The inclusion in defense, NATO UAS lists helps credibility, reducing execution risk, perception. But there's concern. Insider, stakeholder selling, Bain move, rattled confidence. Some worry the valuation already has a lot priced in. Expectation for huge jumps is high. Institutional interest. Some funds hold it, but heavy volatility makes it risky. Market narrative. This is a moonshot stock. You either catch big upside or get burned if it misses. What could go right? What could go wrong? Time for may the force be with you, but in space terms. Upside scenarios. They land more government contracts and NATO defense sales, turning Edge drone into real revenue line. Space hardware wins, like rollout solar arrays, scale up, giving recurring orders. New technology integration, autonomy, AI, modular systems, leads to cost advantages. Analysts revise targets upward. Institutional capital flows in. Downside, risk scenarios. Dilution from share offerings hurts existing holders. Insider selling causes sentiment decay. Technical or delivery failures on drones or spacecraft components. Budget cuts to defense, space programs reduce contracts. The stock runs ahead of fundamentals, leading to a sharp pullback. Conclusion? If Redwire were a character in Interstellar, it's like the craft trying to break free of gravity. It has ambition, fuel, and the tech, but needs perfect timing and execution to soar. My take. RDW is among the more exciting aerospace speculative bets. I'm not telling you to bet everything on it, but I think it deserves attention, with strict risk control. I'd consider a small position if you're bullish on space, defense themes, but watch insider moves, dilution risks, and how well those drone, UAS moves convert to revenue. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and comment. RDW. If you want me to compare Redwire versus Rocket Lab versus Maxar versus other space plays. Until next trade, may your gains be stellar and your errors small.